Brought to you by Penguin.
Britons Through Negro Spectacles by Augustus Boyle Chamberlain Merriman-Labor. Read by Mohammed Mansary. Introduction written and read by Bernardine Evaristo.
Publisher's Note. In this book are some expressions and depictions of prejudices that were commonplace at the time it was written. We are printing them in the book as it was originally published, because to make changes would be the same as pretending these prejudices never existed and that the author didn't experience them.
Introduction, written and read by Bernardine Evaristo, 2021. It's such a pleasure to introduce readers to this buried treasure of a book, Britons Through Negro Spectacles, 1909, written by the Sierra Leonean writer Augustus Boyle Chamberlain Merriman-Labor. It's a travelogue and social commentary in which he subverts the colonial ethnographic gaze on Africa and repositions it onto the occupants, culture and customs of the colonial heartland, London in particular, an incredibly audacious conceit at a time when the British Empire was at its peak. The book's numerous chapters have headings such as Britons, Blacks and Bargains, The Invisible Spirit of the Britons, White Women and Black Men, Frocks, Frills and Flounces, and Matters Moral, Immoral and Unmoral. The author adopts the persona of a character who is acting as a tour guide to an imaginary person he refers to as Africanus, explaining the city and culture to him as they perambulate across it. While his speech is obviously aimed at Africans who haven't been to Britain, he's actually establishing his superiority over the imperial nation. Authoritative, knowledgeable, witty, mischievous, he comments on the high and low of street life in great detail, from the finely dressed to the beggars in rags who sleep in the gutters and everyone in between. Humour pervades the book, yet in its preface, Merriman-Labor states that one of my aims in writing is not so much to be humorous as to reveal truths spoken in jest. He is indeed a satirist who explains his approach thus. Considering my racial connection and the flippant character of literature which, at the present time, finds ready circulation among the general public, I am of the opinion that the world will be better prepared to hear me if I come in the guise of a jester. In such a guise, he tells us, most Negroes agree with Darwin that the blacks come from the ape. As regards the parent of the whites, the common Negroes differ. They say that the original ancestor of white people is the grunting creature, the filthy pig. The common Negroes, in a mirth-provoking manner, argue that, because the skin of the pig, as seen at the butcher's, resembles that of a white man, therefore the white man is the child of the pig. Pretty daring stuff, right? Through his observations, we also discern differences between Africa and Europe. When he describes the scale and scope of London's geography and buildings, with a population of 6 million, he unwittingly reveals the comparative smallness of African cities. When he says that an underground train buries a person, when alive, 300 feet below ground, we know that tube trains do not yet exist on the African continent. The necessity to describe snow as rain, which comes in the form of white powder, makes clear its absence in most of Africa. A church-going Christian, Merriman-Labor disapproves of the busy public...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?